On the 14th of this month of April, I did a video on safety in homes, and it was focused on electrical safety in homes. The main title of that video was electrical safety against electrical fault and electrical fire in homes. And I made mention of electrical panel in that video, how the whole components in electrical panel, the fuses, are not as effective in terms of protection like the current breakers that can be reset, that can trip, that can be operated manually, that is an automatic device against protection of the electrical circuits in the panels. And I mentioned the RCD, the residual current device, how it detects the unbalance in the current flowing into the device and the one going out. And when there is a difference, it trips the circuit to avoid electrocution. And I talk about the cable, the oldness of cable in the building. If the cable is old in the building, it results to fire also. So, but today, noticing the various fire incidents that have been happening in the country, I want to emphasize more on those areas relating to the houses and offices, how the electrical fire can be prevented, things to be done, and the causes of this electrical fire. And I want this video to be shared around. I want it to be circulated around so that it can get to areas where is needed, so that the solutions to these issues can be done by contacts from the people that will need it. It's really disheartening that fire is causing a lot of damage. Fire is causing a lot of loss, financial loss, property loss, and this fire is caused by electrical fault in the system. The electrical engineers like me, who is a current registered electrical engineer for many years of practice, feels the pains when I see things like this on the news. And such electrical fire can be prevented if certain areas have been taken into consideration. Like, number one, we need to look at maintenance. We need to maintain from time to time. We do preventive maintenance on the panels, check the oldness of the breakers, the ones that are not functioning well again, the bad ones, they need to be changed, and clean it up. Make sure the protective equipment that are not in these old panels are introduced, like panels having only breaker cannot trip for head fault, cannot trip if there is any form of earth leakage. If there is any fault current, it cannot trip as a result of earth fault. So RCD needs to be introduced. Earth leakage devices need to be introduced into such panel to upgrade it so that it can prevent earth faults occurring in the panel. They can protect when there is earth fault, it can trip. And device like arc fault detection device will be introduced also into this old panel. And the cables that have deteriorated in the building, when a professional is invited to inspect this cable, the deteriorated cable that can cause spark, that can lead to fire, will be changed. Old cables in old houses of 20 years, that the same cable is still used to carry connected loads that are more far beyond the current carrying capacity of such cables. These cables need to be changed to avoid sparks and to avoid eating up, to cause fire in buildings. Most of the cases that have happened, the one that happened in the Accountant General office in Abuja, the one that happened in the INEC office, the one that happened in Ibadan, the market, all these are caused by electrical fault, electrical fire due to all these areas. Some of these buildings, some of these offices, their earthing are in poor condition. They are not checked to know that the earthing are now below the standard. They are not effective again. If they have been checked, then the earthing can be improved. And when there is earth fault, current, faulty current that is not having any alternative path to flow to the earth can return back to this system. And most of them are having breakers, so it will just cause fire without tripping. The breaker will not trip because just a circuit breaker will not trip for earth fault. So all these things have caused earth fault and sparks. And when the sockets, all the outlet devices, the sockets, the plugs, they are hold, they can cause fire, because when they are hold and they are broken, they are exposed, the wires in them are peeled off, they can cause fire. And some of them are not earthed, they are not properly earthed, they can cause fire. All these situations can be corrected, they can be prevented from causing a lot of loss, damages, causing a lot of loss in terms of money, in terms of materials, in terms of property, by just contacting a professional, a qualified electrical engineer like me. I'm a registered current engineer practicing for the past 20 years. I can be called to inspect buildings, inspect offices, inspect the other areas where additional loads are being put in buildings that is causing this overheating of wires that results to fire, and bad hold panels that can be replaced with modern panel that will trip with a lot of protective devices in them to avoid this fire causing damage of property, loss of finance to offices and homes. So if you need to get in contact with me, my phone number is 080-334-22045. My phone number, I repeat it again, is 080-334-22045. And my name is Engineer Femi Johnson. I'm a Korean registered electrical engineer, and I can be of great help. You can contact me on phone during this lockdown and this stay at home for advice. And when the lockdown is over, you can come over to your installation for inspection to check things over and look at your earthing. If the installation is well earthed, if your system is well earthed, if there is need for improvement, if there is no earthing at all, you can now introduce a new earthing and look at your panels, change the panels if they need to be changed, if the breakers need to be changed, if there is need for maintenance, cables will be inspected, all the outlet devices and the sub-circuits, the plugs and the socket will be checked, and we put everything in order. Put cables that can now meet up with your load requirements now. All the new loads, the load requirements for the cables to be able to cope with the ratings of your appliances and your devices, to avoid overheating of the cable and damage. So I will be waiting to hear from you when you need these services. And also I want you to know that you can send me email via my email is femlek2001@yahoo.com. Femlek is FEMLEK 2001@yahoo.com. I'll be expecting you. I'll be expecting your calls so that all these fire outbreaks as a result of electrical faults all over the country can be prevented, and loss of revenue will be avoided. I will be expecting your calls. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye for now. Thank you. And please do subscribe so that this video can go round. Subscribe and share. I want this video to go round so that many of our people in the authority, when they see this video, they will know that there is need to contact professional electrical engineers like me, and some other electrical engineers are there to properly inspect and investigate your facility on a preventive maintenance, not when the damage has been done. Even market places that are being burned, people losing a lot of money. This thing will be avoided when these inspections are done and we work on the installation and everything is in order. Then you live a more comfortable and peaceful life. And again, during this time when a lot of people are in their homes, they won't be faced with fire burning their houses or fire problems again. They won't be faced with faults that is causing problems in their houses, electrocution, fire, and a lot of things. So I will also encourage you to look for my first video that was released on 14th of this April 2020, which is basically on electrical safety against electrical shock and electrical fire. Thank you very much and remain blessed.